Hey, Megaleon42 here, just here to finish up the videos I had started a while ago that I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a little bit. Okay, part 3 on the story of My Little Pony Friendship's Magic. If you couldn't tell, I'm at a different part of the house, different room. Sorry about the lighting, it's not really my fault. First off, I want to throw out some thank yous. I know. Thank you to anyone on Facebook who actually took the link and watched this, and thank you to I only know in name Reveltrico, who watched this video on YouTube without link because he was one of my few subscribers, and I hope I'll have some more subscribers in the future if anyone actually cares. Also, I won't only be uploading pony videos, I'll probably upload a lot of those, but I'll have other stuff. Anyway, story. I'm pretty much just going to sum up the first two parts, and then as many of Season 1 episodes as I can remember. If you want to hear my opinion on Season 2, I'll do that in the future. Season 2 isn't done yet. When it is done on Friday, I'll think about doing it sometime later. Okay, so it starts with Twilight here, and sorry about the fighting. It starts with Twilight and Canterlot fussing with Spike about that Nightmare Moon is going to come back, and she's like some evil person that Princess Celestia had trapped in the moon 1,000 years ago. And every 1,000 years she's set free. It explains that like the sun and the night are brought upon us and blah blah blah. But so it pretty much just starts with Twilight reading off that ponies always lived happily. The sun and night was brought and by Princess Luna and Princess Vestia, but Luna got mad and got banished to the moon. So she was trapped in the moon for 1,000 years, blah blah blah. Anyway, so Twilight's fussing about this, and she's like all worried, and she wants to help, but no one really believes her. So Princess Celestia sends her to Ponyville for the Summer Sun celebration, which is a celebration every 1,000 years or I don't remember. I haven't watched the episode in a little while. I'm sorry. It's basically an annual celebration of some sort that celebrates, and so she gets sent there to check on everything. And so as soon as she gets there, as soon as she lands, she's also tasked with making friends. And so as soon as she lands, um, um, she meets Pinkie Pie, and Spike recommends to say hello, and Pinkie Pie's just like, oh, and she jumps and runs away. And she's like, okay, I don't really have good first impressions of this place, and so she just keeps on going. Then she goes to she needs to check on the food, and so she goes to Sweet Apple Acres and meets with Applejack. She meets all of Applejack's family, blah. I'm kind of gonna rush over this. I'm sorry. Watch the episode. If you care. Then I think she sees then she sees I think she crap flirt Rainbow Dash I think she checks with Rainbow Dash next to see if the weather in the sky is going to be clear, so the sun like shines brightly. I'm not positive on this, but so she meets with her. She challenges Rainbow Dash because she believes that she can't clear the sky in 10 seconds flat, but she does, and so she's super surprised. Right. Anyway, then I think she. No, wait, no. Wait, that is what happens. Then Rainbow Dash had crashed into her, so I think her hair gets all messed up. Then she goes to Rarities next, I believe. No, not Rarity. I think then it. I don't. Sorry, I'm just gonna forget this. I'll just say she meets up with all of them. Rarity's designing the everyone's outfit and the design of the place where they're gonna be celebrating the Summer Sun celebration. And at the end of the episode, Nightmare Moon comes at the celebration, and they're all like, "Oh crap! It's gonna destroy the Ponyville," and Canterlot and everything. So then part 2 starts, and Nightmare Moon is like, oh, you need the elements of harmony to destroy me. And the elements of harmony are 6 elements that can destroy all evil, and there's one of loyalty, one of laughter, one of generosity, one of kindness, and one of honesty. And there's one mystery one that wasn't revealed. And then so Twilight hears that they're in the Everfree Forest, and so she goes and heads out for them with everyone, because that's the only way to stop Nightmare Moon and steal her back in the moon. So they go into the Everfree Forest, a bunch of crap happens, and all the other ponies are shown doing their special talents, which end up being the elements of harmony. Rarity takes off some of her tail and gives it to a dragon, and it lets them cross the raging river because he's all sad. Fluttershy scares off a manticore because it just has a needle on its foot, but she goes up to it and helps it. Applejack helps Twilight off a cliff. She says to let go, and Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy catch her. Pinkie Pie sings a song when they get to tell them to laugh because she's the laughter one, and Rainbow Dash, then she flies over this bridge that leads to where the elements would be, and some of it, she wants to be on the Wonderbolts really bad, and so she's the 3 people who look like they're on the Wonderbolts, and they're like, you can join us if you forget your friends, and she's like, no, because she's the element of loyalty, and so she goes and helps her friends instead of them. And to get it out of the way, Pinkie Pie is the element of laughter, Fluttershy is kindness, Rarity is generosity, Applejack is honesty, and I'm sorry, Pinkie Pie, laughter, Fluttershy. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm really bad. I'm doing this improv. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry about this massive save. That was horrible. Anyway, I think Rainbow Dash generosity is Rarity, laughter, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy is kindness, Applejack is honesty. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. Then they go in there and they meet Nightmare Moon, who's trying to destroy them, and she ends up actually destroying the elements of harmony right after they find them. And so they're all like, no, we can't kill you now. And so, but then eventually, Twilight realizes that it's just all these things happened, and it showed off what elements they had, and it's proven that they're the true elements, like their bodies are, and that their attributes show the true elements. And I'm so sorry, I keep stuttering, it's irritating me, but so they use their elements, and that spawns the 6th element, the element of magic, which is Twilight's. And they eventually fend off Nightmare Moon, and then it explains. Just watch the episode. I don't really want to spoil anything if anyone hasn't seen it. Okay. Thoughts on other episodes? I'm super sorry that this took 9 minutes to. I'm sorry I wasted like 3 minutes. Okay. Episode 3, the Ticketmaster. It's basically Twilight gets tickets to the Grand Galloping Gala, which is a super party at Canterlot, and she only gets 2, and she has to figure out which one of her friends to take. Very good episode for how early on it is, so I'd recommend watching that one. Episode 4, Applebuck season. Applejack's working in Sweet Apple Acres because it's the harvest season, and she overexerts herself because she's also asked to help her friends. A good episode, but it's good. It's funny, but episode 5, Griffin. I forget. It's something Griffin face off or something. I don't know. Rainbow Dash's old friend comes in, and her name's Gilda. She's a Griffin, and she's a total asshole, and stuff happens. Episode 6. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get an episode list. I'll just keep talking though. I hope it's still recording. But I'm sorry, this is bad. I'm horrible. I don't really remember the episodes. I do. I love the show. It's just and I feel so stupid for doing this. But I just feel really stupid for doing this. I hope it's still recording. Okay, oh, Ghostbusters. A powerful, well, supposedly powerful magician pony comes in and who dubs herself the great and powerful Trixie, and she just boasting, and she said, and two kids bring something that she said she could hold off, but she can't, and yeah, episode 7, Dragon Shy, they have to stop a dragon that's basically polluting the air with its smoke because it's sleeping, and Fluttershy's like completely against it, but eventually she holds it off and actually is the one to save it and make it leave. Episode 8, Look Before You Sleep. There's a thunderstorm, so Twilight invites Applejack and Rarity, who are working outside, to clean up so the thunder didn't destroy everything. So they have to follow. They have a hard time getting along, Applejack and Rarity do, so yeah, it's kind of weird, but that's a good episode too. Episode 9, Bridal Gossip. It's there's a zebra that came into town, and they have to. So they go to check her house. They follow her home, and they go and follow her into the forest. And the next day they all have weird problems with them, and so they have to figure out how to get rid of them. Episode 10, Storm of the Century. Fluttershy finds this thing called a Parasprite, it doesn't really explain that, but it's a weird bug that multiplies, and it eventually ends up in hell for Ponyville, and it gets all crazy. And Pinkie Pie has the solution, but no one believes her. Winter wrap-up, it's winter in Ponyville, and they all have to fix it and make it so it's not winter, and make it spring. And a very good song is in that episode, Winter Wrap-Up. I'd recommend that one. Call of the Cutie. It explains Apple Bloom, Applejack's little sister, that she doesn't have her cutie mark, and so she's trying to find it, and she does a bunch of random things, and nothing really works. So eventually she meets two other ponies without their cutie marks, and they become friends, and they're recurring characters throughout the series. 13, Fall Weather Friends. There's the it starts with Applejack and Rainbow Dash fighting over who's the better competitor, and eventually they challenge each other to an annual. During the running of the leaves, they race, and Rainbow Dash can't use her wings, and that's a decent episode. Suited for Success. Rarity decided because no one has a. Oh, and at the end of episode 3, everybody gets the ticket. If you couldn't tell, the Ticketmaster one. In episode 14, Suited for Success, Rarity makes dresses for all of them to wear, and she's going to have a fashion show, but they don't like their original dresses, so she makes really bad ones, and it's a great episode. It has a good song too. Episode 15, Feeling Pinky Keen. It's Pinky has these twitches and stuff called the Pinky Sense that tell her when something bad's happening, and they keep happening, but Twilight doesn't believe her, and basically these things keep happening, and Twilight eventually believes her, blah blah blah. Sonic Rainboom, there's a competition going on, and Rainbow Dash it's a flying competition in Cloudsdale. And basically it's a Young Flyers competition, and she could win a day with the Wonderbolts. And she has to pull off the Sonic Rainboom, which is like this super awesome thing. But she gets all nervous, and it's a good episode, and everybody tries to go up and help her. I'm gonna stop this here. I'll continue it. I'm gonna have to do another part. I'm sorry.